The rain had a way of making the city feel smaller, like all the pain in it was being pushed closer together. Marcus Reed pulled his jacket tighter as he hurried down the sidewalk. His 5-year-old daughter Lily's small hand wrapped around his finger. Her backpack bounced against her shoulders, and she was humming softly, unaware of the storm clouds gathering in more ways than one. Since his wife passed 2 years ago, Marcus had learned to move through life quietly. Work, daycare, groceries, home. No drama, no trouble, just survival. They were almost at the bus stop when Lily suddenly stopped. Her grip tightened. "Daddy," she whispered, her voice trembling. "Please help her." Across the street, a woman had been cornered near a closed storefront. 2 men block her path, their laughter sharp and ugly, cutting through the sound of rain. Marcus felt his chest tighten. He'd promised himself he wouldn't take risks anymore. Lily needed him. He looked down at her, those same eyes her mother had, wide with fear and hope at the same time. He crossed the street before his mind could catch up with his feet. "Hey," Marcus said calmly, placing himself between the woman and the men. She said no. One of the men sneered. "Move along, hero." The next moments unfolded fast and messy. A shove. A punch thrown. Marcus reacted on instinct, fueled by adrenaline and something deeper. Grief, love, and the unshakable need to protect. He didn't fight to hurt. He fought to end it. One man went down hard after losing his balance. The other rushed him, only to be swept off his feet and pinned until the police sirens wailed in the distance. Marcus stepped back, breathing hard. The woman was shaking, tears streaking her face. "Thank you," she whispered, over and over. The police arrived, statements were taken, and the men were led away. Marcus expected trouble, questions, maybe worse. Instead, the officers nodded, told him he did the right thing, and let him go. On the bus ride home, Lily leaned against his side. "You helped her," she said softly, like she was stating a fact about the sky being blue. Marcus kissed the top of her head. He didn't know it yet, but that single moment, one small act of humanity, had already begun to ripple outward in ways he couldn't imagine. The next morning started like any other. Marcus dropped Lily at school, went to his job at the warehouse, and tried to forget the way his heart had pounded the night before. He didn't see himself as a hero. He was just a dad who couldn't look away. By lunchtime, his supervisor called him into the office. "Marcus," he said, confused, "there's someone here asking for you. Says it's important." In the lobby stood a woman in a tailored coat, calm and composed, flanked by an assistant. She turned when Marcus approached, and his breath caught. It was the woman from the night before, but transformed. No fear, no tears, just quiet authority. "My name is Eleanor Hayes," she said. "I'm the CEO of Hayes International." Marcus stared, stunned. He'd seen her face on magazines in the break room. One of the most powerful executives in the country. I didn't know," he managed. "That's not why I'm here," Eleanor said gently. "You helped me when you thought I was just another stranger. You didn't ask who I was. You didn't expect anything." She explained how those men had been targeting her after a late meeting, how security had been delayed, how easily the night could have ended differently. "My team tracked you down," she admitted. "I needed to thank you properly." Marcus shook his head. "I didn't do it for thanks. My daughter asked me to help." Something in Eleanor's expression softened. "That's exactly why I'm here." She offered him a card, then something more, a job. Not charity. An opportunity. A role in community outreach and safety. Working with people who understood what it meant to stand up when it mattered. The salary was more than Marcus had ever earned. The hours were stable. The benefits could change Lily's future. "I'll give you time to think," Eleanor said. "But know this, kindness like yours is rare, and it deserves to be protected, not punished." That night, Marcus sat at the kitchen table, the card beside him, Lily culling quietly. He thought about fear, about courage, about how close he'd come to walking away. He realized that doing the right thing hadn't just saved someone else, it had reminded him who he still was. Weeks later, Marcus stood in a bright office overlooking the city. His new badge rested against his chest, unfamiliar but earned. He spent his days working with local programs, helping create safer spaces, listening to stories that sounded too much like his own. He never forgot where he came from, or why he said yes. Lily noticed the changes before he did. "You smile more now," she said one evening as they walked home hand in hand. "So do you," Marcus replied. One afternoon, Eleanor visited the outreach center unannounced. She watched Marcus interact with a nervous young mother, reassuring her, guiding her toward resources. When he finished, Eleanor nodded. "You didn't just help me that night," she said quietly. "You reminded me why power should exist, to lift, not to dominate." Marcus looked around the room filled with people helping people. "I didn't plan any of this," he said. "I just listened to my kid." Eleanor smiled. The world would be better if more people did. That evening, as Marcus tucked Lily into bed, she wrapped her arms around his neck. "Daddy," she whispered, "I'm proud of you." Marcus felt tears sting his eyes. In that moment, he understood that strength wasn't about taking someone down. It was about standing up when it counted, even when you were afraid. One small voice had asked him to help. One choice had changed everything. And in a city full of noise and rain, kindness had spoken loud enough to be heard.